with me, featuring by my side, I guess. I'm trying to figure what's on there now. Okay, welcome to an all new live stream. With me today is Confused Reviews
Hello.
and Bro 1997.
What's up?
Alright, so we're here to talk horror, creature features, anything our little hearts desire. So, um, so who wants to start with any topic? It doesn't matter to me.
Well done. I'll jump at the opportunity at once. What do we talk about? I don't know.
Any topic that you like, horror related, I guess, because it's called Horror Show Entertainment, so we'll just kind of keep it in the horror realm of stuff.
I don't know. How about you go, Brian? I don't really have
Okay.
much
So
off the top of the head.
I can't come up with a topic right now.
I'm known for coming up with topics. But
Yeah, I asked him that the last stream we did yesterday. I couldn't not come up with a topic, so he had to do it.
Yeah, I'm known for coming up with them, but people are always like, "Oh, we're gonna talk about that." Ugh. So what are your thoughts on? Well, Confused Reviews already talked about this, but what are your thoughts if you have seen the picture for the new clown in It?
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it?
No.
All right, so then another topic.
Do you think the It remake's gonna be any good?
I'm not sure. I mean, as long as
Hopefully.
it's not 3 hours and
Yeah.
shown on TV.
Ooh,
I,
I like what Pat said in the chat. Talk about creepypastas.
I just recently found out what creepypastas are.
They're so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, a friend of mine actually showed me one of them about the puppet thing. We have also Dog is Cute saying hello. Oh, Doggy's cute, and the Boogeyman
Dog is cute.
2200.
What's up, Boogeyman?
Cool. There are 6 people watching. Wow, I'm impressed.
Yeah.
So, creepypasta. I've heard about the one with the puppet, and I really enjoyed it. And I know Slenderman is sort of a creepypasta in his own special way, I think. But I used to be terrified of Slenderman, to be honest. It's so stupid. It's a guy in a tuxedo and everything, or dress clothes, and he just has no face. Like, how is that even really that scary?
You know
But
what?
then
You know what? Slenderman reminded me of
I,
look like how Michael Myers had that bandage head in Halloween 4. It's just what it reminded me of for some reason.
the Michael Myers.
Yeah. In number 4, he how he when he escapes, he had like bandages on his face.
Yeah. It's funny because Slenderman kind of reminds me of every CGI Hollywood ghost because they're always disconjointed and long arm and everything.
Yeah.
But he sounds better. He looks better than most of all of those actually.
Yeah.
Like in Mama, when they revealed what Mama looked like, it was like that ain't.
Yeah.
Oh, where'd Confused Reviews go?
Yeah. Where'd he go?
I just was looking. Let me see. He sometimes has computer problems, and he pops back in.
Yeah. Did you see Eric was doing like a live stream? He was playing a game.
No, I did not. But actually, I asked Eric if he wanted to join. He didn't get back to me yet.
Yeah, I think he's in the middle of another stream.
Yeah. What is? Oh, he's doing another stream tonight.
Yeah, he's like doing Eric's Epic Adventures.
Oh, okay.
Or yeah, it's still live now.
Oh, Confused Reviews broke his mic.
Oh.
Wait. So. But no, he was. Were you phased and confused? Oh, I don't know why I'm typing and right saying it. So confused reviews. Were you dazed and confused? Oh, he fell off his desk. Oh man, are you okay, dude?
Yeah, is he all right?
Oh, he's yeah. Well, I just asked him in the video. He'll be able to reply to me by just me saying it. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
What were you talking about before? Sorry, I was trying to.
Um, I forgot. I think it was about Eric doing his own live stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just talking to him in the chat box, and I was just asking him some stupid questions. Like, he said he was writing his own Halloween script, and he said with him being lazy, he hasn't been able to fix it or write it.
Yeah, I don't know, because it's weird how some people who are just like little known are becoming really big in the horror community. I don't think. I mean, I think Eric has a chance, but
Yeah,
it's weird because like the person who did the Lights Out short film now directed the full movie Lights Out.
yeah,
It's in theaters and it's doing really well. So, I mean, anyone could really be a big horror name as long as they get seen and picked by a well-known horror director.
yeah.
Like
You know
James
how
Wan.
you said something about tentacles yesterday?
I remember some of the stuff I said.
Yeah. You told me about tentacles. I actually hadn't know it, but I actually saw like a clip of it, but it was like under a different name. Someone did like this trailer, like a fan trailer. It was under a different title, and I didn't even know it was from Tentacles because I looked it up yesterday, and like I remembered some of the clips that were in that fan trailer.
I didn't know they did a Tentacles fan trailer. I saw the original trailer for the movie. It's funny because
Yeah,
in the trailer they're like, "Welcome to Ocean Beach." Like,
yeah.
it's the generic name for a beach ever.
Like, what is this supposed to be? Like Lake Beach? Is that the beach across from town?
The Lake River. um, I don't know because was it Tentacles is also known as Tentacle Eye in
Yeah.
Italy, I think. So,
I think that's like its name in Italian or something.
yeah. Patrick posted and Facebook. Yeah. He posted on Facebook our live stream, and it says "lie now." So I guess we're going to start lying. No, I know what he means. He says, I don't know. Oh, there we go. He fixed it. There you go. Oh, what was I going to say? I've seen so many. I mean, I haven't seen that many movies lately because I've been so busy
Yeah.
with reviewing movies for Scare Show 3. But as I said before to you, I'm going to the Cape this next week, and I'm going to be watching a whole bunch of movies. So, little self-promotion, but Scare Show 3 is going to be even bigger than Shark Week 3 by like double the amount of videos. And I got like 40 of them done so far. I got another 40 to do before October.
Wow.
So I
40.
really gotta, yeah, so I got to do a lot of work.
Yeah.
But I think that it can be done. It's just gonna have to be done really fast.
Yeah.
Do you have any new reviews coming up that you're planning on doing?
The Halloween series for this October.
Cool. Is it going to be individual reviews, or is it going to be all in one video?
Individual.
Cool.
Halloween 4 and 5 might be together. I'm still deciding
Right.
whether I should put them together because I have a double feature DVD on that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, when I usually do double features, if they're not even related, I just the Boogeyman 220 asks if you're including Halloween 3.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I am.
Okay. If I have a double feature, I usually try to hold one side of this artwork so they can't tell what the other one is, but then I realize it's kind of pointless because if they look online, they can find it that way.
Yeah.
So I usually say I'll get to this movie another time.
Yeah.
Just to make it so it's not not like I have to be forced to do it or something.
Yeah, I was planning a Friday the 13th review, and I have a double feature DVD of that, and I covered up part 2, just so you know, because just to let them know I was focusing on the first one.
Yeah, I could see that being kind of confusing to people.
Yeah.
Actually, January 13th. I don't think I've announced this yet. I have to very soon. I have unknown. Yeah, I did. Okay. I have unknown reactions. A lot of them coming out with me and a friend. We're watching all the Friday the 13th movies,
Oh
and
wow.
I have our recordings of our reactions to them. I've seen them already, but she hasn't.
Huh.
She's only seen Freddy versus Jason. So
Oh, she started off with bad ones.
Jericho 1123 says that Michael was technically in part three. Yeah, but in a TV
Yeah.
spot. He was in a TV spot.
Yeah.
I don't. That's like saying the T Rex in Jurassic Park was no. Actually, let me flip that. That's like saying the shark from Jaws was in Jurassic Park because in the future movie they have a megalodon.
I know.
But no, I see what you're saying because it's a good way to let people know that this is kind of the same universe, sort of. Like
Yeah.
it's directed by this, it's done by the same people and stuff, but not fully, and it doesn't have Michael Myers, but it does have hints
Yeah.
that Michael Myers is in the movie, like through TV spots.
You know what I wish they would have done with Halloween 3 too? Like just one more element added.
What?
I wish they could have added like Michael Myers masks in Halloween 3.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I never thought of that. Um, I know that when I was younger, I used to think that Cochran was connected with Michael Myers because of the old guy in Part
Yeah.
6. I thought they were the same guys, but I know
Yeah.
that they're not now. Which would be it should be kind of cool if they
That
did
would actually been a lot better than the
Yeah.
actual twist.
Right? Yeah. I tried to destroy the world one time.
Yeah.
Here I go again.
I wish they could have done that actually now that I think of it, because that is a much better idea than what they actually had done.
Yeah, and I always thought of that.
I think Luke just commented wardrobe malfunction. This is embarrassing.
And Boogeyman 220. I mean 2000. I can never say that right. 2200.
Yeah.
I wish they continued to be honest. Sounds dumb, but Jekyll Lantern mask. Yeah, I mean, I like the anthology aspect. They were going to do it for Friday the 13th as well. That never came to fruition. But I think a lot of people are disappointed enough in the Friday the 13th series with Part 5.
Oh yeah.
You know, because it wasn't really Jason. Spoilers if you haven't seen it, but who hasn't heard or at least heard of it.
Yeah. Or people hate on Part 7 because there's a telekinetic girl in it.
Yeah, I love Part 7.
I do too. It's probably my favorite one of the entire series.
It's hard for me to choose between Part 6 and 7. I love Part 6. It was actually the first one I saw most of.
Yeah.
And then I saw the first one first, and the second, third, fourth. I saw them all in order, but I saw Part 6 on TV first for a little bit. It was the edited version, so.
That was the first Friday the 13th film I saw was Part 7. That's one of the reasons why I really like it.
You see, when I wanted to see Part 7, this is pre-YouTube days, so I looked on YouTube. I looked all around for a trailer for Part 7, could never find one.
Yeah.
And I finally found YouTube by seeing a fan trailer for Jaws 5, which wasn't even real.
Yeah.
But
Wait,
I looked.
was it called Jaws 5 The Return?
I don't know. It had like the alien music in the background. Like the alien trailer music, you know.
Yeah.
That was in the trailer, and that was the first video I saw. Then I looked up the website, and it was YouTube. That's how I found it. It was about, I think, in 2006 or 2005. It was when it was first coming out. So I still looked for Friday the 13th Part 7. Couldn't find anything. Dark Love Fly says, "Hey guys,
What's up?" Boogeyman 2200 said, "Wish they continued Halloween 3."
Yeah. I think that people would get really fed up with the series, and it would end after Part 4 if they continued with Part 3, and then maybe years later they would incorporate it back in. But I don't know.
I don't exactly know how they would start with the sequel for Halloween 3 because that ending.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure. Horror movie review guy says, "Do you though?" LOL. Oh, Dark Love Fly says I had to restart my phone because it was being dumb. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dark Love Fly is the one who's going to be doing the unknown reactions with me.
Oh.
So.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? Well, I know we never really talk about it, but the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. What are your thoughts? I know you said Part 4 was one of your favorites, or if not your favorite, I'm not sure.
I haven't seen the first one. I've seen 2, 3, and 4, and 5. Like, I like 2, 3, 4, and 5. Not 5. I don't really like 5.
Yeah.
I would say 4 is probably my favorite. I haven't seen the first one, though.
I haven't done the series ranking officially for it yet, but I'd have to say it's either a tie between, for me, Part 1 and 3. Yeah, like Core Movie Review guy says.
Yeah.
1 and 3 are really just the pinnacle for me.
Yeah.
Oh, Dark Love I watched on Nightmare on Elm Street. Cool. Yeah,
I think the first Nightmare on Elm Street is good because it's Wes Craven. He makes great films.
Yeah, he does, and I feel bad that he passed away.
I know. I heard about that last year, and it's really sad that happened. He had like brain cancer or something.
Yeah. Dark Love Fly says she likes Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2. I like it. It's not my favorite. I think it's the fact that there's not really any dream sequences. You know, it's like it's just Freddy trying to possess somebody and then start a slashing massacre, which is pretty cool in its own way, but it's not really a Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, like isn't that the whole purpose? You know, Freddy's trying to get you in your dreams.
Yeah, it is a good series.
Yeah.
And I don't hate Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2. A lot of people do. I think my least favorite is either Part 6, 5 or 6, or the remake. I used to think the remake was really good because it was dark. But it's a really
I hate the remake. You know, I've seen like the other ones except for the first one. Like I didn't really like 5. Like I wanted to, but I just couldn't really like it. There were some good scenes, but just the whole movie just wasn't that good, in my opinion.
Plus, like, how many people? Like 3 people died on the 5th one. It's really a small body count,
especially for Freddy.
Yeah, I mean, Freddy usually gets about 6 to 8,
or
some. But the first one he only got 4, so it's not. He's never really had the biggest body count.
Jason has the biggest one out of all of them.
Oh yeah, definitely. Jason, I think, is my favorite out of them all because I grew up watching clips of his movies, not his movies, just clips.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't find them. I was too young to watch them. I saw the first one when I was 13, so perfect. Friday the 13th, I was 13. And I think the first one has a very strong charm about it. They kind of loses steam after Part 2.
Yeah.
But it still feels like a true. They all still feel true to the Friday the 13th series, up until I would say probably Part 5, and then Part 6, 7, and 8 take on a whole new feel. Like
they take on this like kind of silly atmosphere, kind of.
Part 6 especially.
Yeah.
Part 7 and 8, they kind of.
They have a dark tone, but it's like still some people just can't take them seriously because of their stories, kind of. Like Part 7 with the telekinetic girl and Part 8 with New York.
Well, what was in there for New York? Like 15 minutes. It should, like, I always think they should have called it Friday the 13th Part 8 Death Cruise or Blood Cruise or something.
Yeah. Or Jason takes a boat.
Yeah. Or Jason. Oh, Geek Leechers of Doom is coming. That's cool. How you doing, Ben? Jason Voorhees, he says Jason Voorhees has 146 kills apparently.
I thought he had more than that.
I don't know. I wanted to do a video a long time ago of all his kills, but I know a lot of people already do that. And some people count the animals, some people count his mother's kill. If I were to do it, I would just count the people he kills. That's it. No one else.
Like Jason, not the whole series in general, like just Jason, what he's done.
Yeah, like I don't. That's why when I do body count videos, everyone's like, count the animals, count the shark's death, or whatever creature it is.
Yeah. No, you count what the villain does, really.
Right. Or what the villain caused.
Yeah.
Someone commented on my video for a Terror Birds body count where they said that person who ran into the electric fence didn't technically die by a terror bird. Like nobody would never ran into it if the terror bird didn't chase him. So then he came up back with that, saying that um, that the person who got eaten by the alligator is the same reason that that should count because the terror bird chased her down there. But I'm like, well, that wasn't directly connected to the terror bird, you know, like it's an alligator.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of different things. There's a whole bunch of reasons why I add the deaths I do in my body count videos.
Yeah. Like
It's a mouthful.
if you think about it, the with the Jaws franchise, the shark either from Jaws 1 or 2 has the biggest count.
Right. Yeah, actually, Jaws 1 and 3 have the same amount.
Yeah.
5 and 5. Altogether, there's 19.
Yeah.
I found out.
I think
There's
Jaws
7.
2 has a bit more, a bit of a body count than Jaws 1 does.
Jaws, which one? 2?
Yeah, 2.
Yeah, there's. I remembered all these from when I was a kid. I counted. 5 is the first, 7 is the second, 5 is the third, and 2 is the fourth.
Originally, it was supposed to be 8 with Jaws 2 because one of the teenagers, Bob, do you remember his character?
Wasn't he the guy with the black hair and the nerd? Or was that the other nerd?
No, that's the other nerd, Doug, I think his name is. Bob's the one that at the end he's saying thank you at the rocks.
Yes. I was going to say that. The guy who's like, check out that girl, and the other guy's like, yeah, she has tits like a sparrow.
Yeah. Bob was actually supposed to get eaten. Like, you know how, like, when Jackie's, like, screaming her head off after the shark knocks everybody in the water?
Yeah.
Like, I think in the trailer there's, like, a cutout part of Sean just backing up and just in total shock. Like, they were supposed to see Bob just get eaten by the shark.
Wow.
Have you ever seen the picture for that?
No.
It's like a really awesome picture because like he's on the board and the shark's head is just like coming towards him.
No, it's Jaws 2, or movie review guy, just letting in. He was asking if it was the original. Especially because there's supposed to be 3 in part 4, but it depends on what cut you're watching.
Yeah. Like, I go with the original cut of Jaws the Revenge. It's still stupid, but it's just a bit better because it's not as stupid or it's, or it just makes much more sense because the shark just getting stabbed and explodes doesn't make sense and it just makes the film worse.
I actually got this today, and I think the Blu-ray for Jaws the Revenge has different scenes, but I just got this in the mail, Jaws 2.
Oh, wow. It has the same special features, though.
Yeah, I know, but I wanted, especially for the cover. I love this cover more than
I
the
wish they
first
would have
one.
done that with the DVD they released, though. Like,
Yeah,
have
the
the
DVD
original posters.
The one with Quaid is part 3. Horror movie review guy has.
Oh, which one?
Dennis Quaid.
Oh, yeah.
The one in 3D. And he also says Myers kill trivia for the crowd. So I guess we should ask what their favorite kills are for the Michael Myers movies.
Okay.
Or also try to see if they can know what one we're talking about.
Yeah.
So, what's the which Halloween? Oh, okay. This is a question for everybody out there who's watching tonight. Let's see, which kill in the Halloween series was the one? Which movie had the kill where Michael Myers throws the electrician into the tower?
I know it, but I can't say the answer.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what it's called. The tower, the
electrical plant. Yeah.
Yeah, the electric plant. Which one has the electrician being thrown into the electric plant? And
Yep.
Boogeyman 220. Oh, Hunter gets it. Halloween 4.
Okay, I got one now.
All right.
Which one has the power go out and the guy has to go into the basement and Michael Myers is down there? Which one is that?
I think there's a couple like that, but I know what one you're talking about.
Yeah. Part 6, Boogeyman
Yep.
2020.
He just beat him. He just beat Horror
I
Movie
know.
Review by like a second. Yeah.
That was 1 second too late.
Yeah, head explodes.
Head explodes, yep.
Which makes no sense, but still.
It's still awesome.
Yeah. What about... Oh, I should give one that people would never guess if they don't like the ones I'm talking about. Which kill has the guy fighting Michael Myers with kitchen knives, and then Michael Myers grabs kitchen knives and slams him against the wall with them.
Oh, I know what that one is.
Let's see who gets it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Boogeyman 2200 got it.
Yeah, part 8.
All right, yeah. Which one? I'm trying to think of a hard one, something people would never guess.
Yeah. I could be like, which one has his throat get slit? Like, that's so many times.
I know. How many? Wait. What? Which film did Michael Myers fight a guy with his own name? Do you know which one I'm talking about, Brian?
I think so. Was he a teenager or an older guy?
He was a teenager. Part 8? Nope.
Yeah.
A guy with his own name.
Oh, I know. It's I don't want to say.
He has the name Mike.
Right. Yeah, and should we give a hint?
Yeah.
I'll
It's
let you
one
give a
from
hint.
the 80s.
Okay, there you go. I know what one it is too. Oh my god. No one knows?
We'll give him about one more minute, and then we'll tell them if no one gets it.
All right.
Part
Yep, there you
5,
go.
yep, you got it.
Yeah, part 5. But the guy with the car and the
Yeah, the guy with the car. I said it was one from in the 80s. I think that was the biggest clue.
yeah, the 89 version of Halloween 5 from 89.
Yeah. Do you have one, Brian?
Slashers aren't my jam, so no idea. Geek Legion of Doom says, okay, well, how about we give a question for a movie that he might know? Because he likes creature features and stuff.
Yeah.
So we'll do that for Geek Legion, see if he can guess it. I'll do it because I'm a really big creature feature fan too. So
Yeah.
I know you are too, but we'll both do one.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know if he's reviewed this. Let me think. 'Cause there's so many to choose from. Okay. Which movie has a crocodile where the crocodile bites the guy and he crushes him so hard his head pops like a zit? Geek Legion of Doom, you could try that one. And if you want a hint, just say so in the comments. No, it's not Lake Placid, says Horror Movie Review Guy. That would have been awesome, though.
Yeah. No idea.
That's Boogeyman 220.
Yeah.
Or 2200. Oh, okay, give me a hint. It went to theaters in around the mid-2000s. Well, actually, wait. Yeah, mid-2000s. And it kind of... is it an alligator? No, it's a crocodile. Horror Movie Review Guy said Crocodile 2002. No. I think that's also known as Blood Surf, but you're close. I could... no, it's not from 2002.
I think he was just fixing his spelling.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it's a crocodile, though, but not the movie Crocodile. It came out in the era between 2004 to 2007. I should say. I'll give you that. Well, no, it's either 2004 or 5, 6, or 7. There you go. If you give up, just let me know. But it was a pretty nasty death. It was quick, but it was nasty. Stumped. Yeah, it wasn't a really popular movie. It made like 15 million at the box office or something. I'll give you one more hint. Um, it was a crocodile. It was the crocodile movie where the guy gets killed, but he was a bad guy and he was trying to kill two other people. And then the crocodile came after him, and they grabbed him, shook him, and popped his head with the bite pressure. I don't know the name of the actor. It was just it takes place. Okay, this would be too big of a hint, but it's a black man who gets killed. I don't want to say the place because it'd be too much of a spoiler, I think. In the movie, yeah, I don't know the name of the actor in the movie. Actually, it's a pretty low key cast. It's not really a big name movie. I think.
Primeval.
Yes, yeah,
You got
it's
it.
Primeval. Primeval. There it is. Primeval, the one where it takes place in Africa and it has to do with Gustav. Cool. Do you have one for him?
Yeah.
Or anyone who can guess it?
Which movie was supposed to have a sequel, but because of some issues with the effects, they could not make the sequel. You know what I'm talking about, Brian?
Yeah, we were talking about it yesterday.
Yep.
But I don't know if everyone will know that because it was kind of like a page work, but we'll see.
I'll give you a hint. It's from the 80s, the early 80s.
Yeah. Yeah, it's that question's kind of vague, says a horror movie review guy, but we'll see if anyone can guess it.
Yeah.
Before we go anymore. What kind of creature he asks?
Should I just say what kind of creature it was?
Just the overall creature, not the exact creature, I think. Like what kind of
fish.
Yeah. Well, maybe like just a little bit more. Not what it exactly is. If you want, it's up to you.
I'll just come up with a different question. That's kind of too hard.
Oh,
wait. Boogeyman 2200 might have gotten.
Yeah.
Yep. He got it.
The Last Shark.
Yep.
It was also known as Great White in 1982.
Yep. I wish there would have been a Last Shark too. It would have been awesome.
The title would have made no sense though. The Last Shark.
Yeah. Or they could have called it Great White Part 2.
Yeah. What about?
I'm not up on my sharks as horror movie review guy.
How about one that's pretty popular, but not a lot of people know about this death because it kind of goes over the head. I think with the first movie's death, there's a guy trying to save some people off a cliff, and he gets ripped in half by two giant monsters for his troubles, I guess. And if anyone can guess it, I'll be pretty good. It's a pretty big movie, but a lot of people don't remember that death. It is a Jurassic Park movie, not the first one, though. It is. Come on, it's one of the Jurassic Parks. It's either 2, 3, or 4. Boogeyman 2200. Nope, not 3. Not 3. Yep, Lost World. Okay, I'll give it to both Boogeyman 2200 and Geek Legion of Doom because they both came up with a similar answer, but Geek Legion of Doom definitely got it. It's the scene where Eddie Carr is driving a car. He's trying to pull up the trailer off the cliff, and then T-Rexes come out, break apart the car, rip him out, and then rip him in two. My favorite death of the whole franchise. Do you have another one?
Trying to think of one that's not so hard.
Yeah. I got one, but I don't know if everyone's seen it.
Which one has people on a pier get dragged out to sea?
Is this? I don't want to say anything. But...
I think you might know what it is, Brian.
Yeah. Weren't we talking about it yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Spring Break Shark Attack. No, but he is close.
Yeah.
Creatures or Sharks horror movie.
We're talking about sharks. Yeah, they have. There's been a few films with that happening.
It was from the early 80s, I'll just say that.
Yeah.
And 2 people were eaten.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought it was 1, but it was 2. Yeah. we'll change it up in a minute, Patrick, so we can have some questions that you'll know. But the Boogeyman 2200 says same. He doesn't know what you're talking about.
I think Leo might just be the only one who might think as an answer. Jaws and whatever one that was with LL.
Oh, Deep Blue Sea. No, that's not it though. LL Cool J is what he's.
It was pretty infamous, and it was released in the early 80s.
Infamous for what happened.
Yeah.
Listen.
Should I just tell them, Brian?
Yeah.
From The Great White or The Last Shark from 81.
Yeah, it's the same answer from the previous question.
All I remember was the Peter scene. That was my favorite part.
Yeah.
Did The Last Shark have a scene like that? Yeah.
Yeah.
In like the last 10 minutes.
Right. How about this one? It's kind of graphic, but I'll stick to it. There's a scene in this movie where 2 people fall off a boat. One of them has the creature swim in through her ass and come out her mouth. And the other guy is taken back onto the boat, and the biggest thing he can think about is, they took my penis. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
It's a pretty famous scene from a big budget movie. Yep, Piranha. There you go.
Is it the original or the remake?
The 3D remake.
The bad one.
I love the first one. I hate the second one. Just 3D, though, not 3D.
I got one. Which movie from the 70s features, this might be a little too easy, but Leo might know, that features a creature with cephalopods?
I have no idea what that is. Cephalopods, I mean. Can you give a definition, possibly?
Sort of like a squid.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
It's from the 70s. Pretty forgettable, if you ask me.
There was a 3D prior as well on Laserdisc. Piranha movie. Piranha. I don't know. Yep.
Tentacles. He's got it.
Yep. All right. How about we kind of switch it up a little bit?
So that way some other people can answer it.
Yeah. What about? Do you know much about paranormal movies, bro? 1997.
Paranormal films.
Yeah.
Not really, and I'm not really the biggest fan of those. Never really could have gotten into them.
All right, so we'll do a different topic then, so we can both ask questions.
Yeah.
Okay, I got one. It's kind of a number question. Sort of. Which movie trilogy has the main character played by 2 different actresses at one point, but the first movie she's played by a different actress?
Oh, I know what that is.
Geek Legion of Doom said it's he's going to get going to bed. All right, see you later, dude. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for stopping by.
Hatchet. Yep, Jericho
got it.
It's the Hatchet trilogy. Love that trilogy.
All right, this might be a little tricky, but let's see if people can answer it. Which movie featured monsters, but it was a sequel to a movie that had nothing to do with that one?
That's a lot of movies like that.
It featured monsters.
But The first one had no monsters, basically.
Yeah, well, the first one had one, but it was a bit different.
Oh,
Troll
yeah,
2, we got it.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that too. Yep, there you
We
go.
got it.
Troll 2. There you go, Pat. You finally got one.
The masterpiece that is Troll 2.
Oh yeah, masterpiece. I got one that's kind of different, but it is paranormal. But which paranormal movie has was directed by a guy, but the guy who directed it is okay? Let me rephrase that a little bit. The guy, okay, so this is a paranormal movie from the early '80s, where the director, who was already an infamous director, is technically written as the director of this movie, and it was produced by Steven Spielberg. And they say he was the director, actually, most of the time. Yep, he got Poltergeist.
I know who it is.
Yeah, he got it as Poltergeist.
Wasn't it like Toby Hooper who made it, but like the name, but Steven Spielberg had his name on the poster.
Right, yeah.
I'm trying to think of one.
I got a cool one after, too. I know the answer to this. It's funny, though. There's so many.
Brian, you say yours, as I need some time to think.
All right. Now, no one looked this up, but how many Amityville horror movies are there?
Oh, I saw this in one of your other videos. Oh, man.
Okay, let me rephrase that. Make it a little bit easier. How many Amityville horror movies are there in the 80s? Yeah, I rephrased the question, but there's around 11, I think.
Yeah, it's like there's like a whole bunch of them.
No, there's not 9 in the 80s. There's one in the 70s, a certain number in the 80s, some in the 90s, not 6, and a lot in the 2000s. Well, a lot in the 90s too, actually. But in the 80s, there are. It's a lucky number. Not really lucky. I don't know. It's a lucky number, yeah, I guess. How many Amityville horror movies are there in the 80s? Nope, not 7. It's a lower number, I'll give you that. It's like nothing compared to the 90s and 2000s. But. No looking it up. I'll give it like 10 more seconds. Oh no, the first is the 70s. Yep, no, there's not 4 in the 80s. There's.
Oops, I was wrong. Isn't there like?
No.
The
first one's 79.
Yeah.
And the last one in the 80s is 89, and the next one has 1990. So that might throw a few people off. Yep, there's 3. There's Amityville 2: The Possession, Amityville 3D, and Amityville 4: The Evil Escapes.
Okay, I got one.
All right.
This is more of a numbers question, but how many George A. Romero zombie movies are there?
That's kind of easy. Well, if you know what zombie movies, like some people don't care about zombie stuff anymore. And this doesn't count the remakes or spin-offs, just the straight-up George A. Romero zombie movies?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
6. 2, I guess, says horror movie review guy.
Yeah, if you count the first 2.
Yeah.
Do you want to go again if you have one? Yeah, it kind of depends. It does.
I need some time to think, so you go.
All right. Okay. Which creature features series? Horror movie guy. Everything he's directed for the Dead series. Which creature feature series? I'm assuming has the most reboots out of any creature feature series ever. I'm assuming this is right. I think it is. Like reboots or sequels, I should say. Both of them, I guess. Monster movies, not really creature. It's an easy answer. No, not Dracula, but it's a pretty good guess. I think. I mean, like from a single company, I should say. They made up the most. Yep, Godzilla. There you go. Godzilla has, and counting from Toho, 29 movies, and 2 American ones that were not from Toho.
Okay, so I got one. It might be a little hard, but let's see if people can answer it.
All right.
Which film that was really popular at its time, but it spawned 3 sequels, just like the Jaws franchise? It's not the Jaws series, it's a different series that came out maybe 10 years earlier.
Oh, 10 years earlier than Jaws?
Yeah, like in the 60s. It was a 1960s film that spawned a couple sequels, but were forgotten by the community of horror.
What year was the first one, if you don't mind me asking?
1960. It's a pretty famous film.
The Exorcist was 73. 60. Spawn 3 sequels?
It has the most infamous scene. Oh, Psycho. Yeah, he was right.
Yeah.
Psycho, he's right.
And a remake, but we'll not talk about that. I was thinking about that. I'm like, I wasn't sure if you're talking about creature features or not.
It kind of went the same path that the way Jaws did with Psycho. It had like 3 sequels, and they were all forgotten. Or not as good as the original.
I like Psycho 2. I haven't seen Psycho 3 yet.
I haven't seen Psycho 2, 3, or 4.
Yeah, Part 4 was a TV movie.
Yeah.
It's actually getting released by Scream Factory soon. I think this next month.
Oh, cool.
All right. Okay. Let me just think about this. This is for all the shark fanatic. Now I'll skip this question because not a lot of people who are creature feature buffs are on right now.
Can you ask me, see if I can guess?
Yeah. How many shark movie franchises have 4 movies in their series?
Is this excluding the Jaws franchise?
No.
Oh, can you kind of repeat the question?
Yeah. How many shark movie franchises have 4 installments in their series?
Piranha?
Shark movies.
Oh.
And this also includes any Sci-Fi Channel movies.
Oh, Sharknado.
4. Yeah, there's another one. That's 2. Jaws and Sharknado.
Okay. Sharknado. I'm trying to think. Can you give me a hint?
Yeah, it's also the next one is also from The Asylum.
There's so many sci-fi shark movies. I can't think. I give up. I can't think.
Mega Shark series.
Oh. Man. That was a toughie. I only know the Jaws and the Sharknado franchise, only to have 4 films.
Yeah. Eric Harrison might join us in a minute.
Yeah, I was just going to ask him if he's done with his stream. Maybe he could join us. Earlier today when Eric was doing his stream, I asked her if he was going to review Troll 2 anytime soon. He said he might actually want to do that.
Really?
Yeah.
I saw a subspecies review recently. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
He's responding right now. That's why I'm trying to just. I don't know. He's not sure because he says he can't at the moment. He can't at the moment. But if you're up later, just invite me in. I don't know how much longer we're going to be, but
Yeah. Yeah.
probably be like another 20 minutes if that's okay.
Yeah.
Because I have to get some stuff done.
Yeah. Still 4 people watching. That's good. What happened to Confused Reviews anyway? Did his like microphone break or something?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah.
I was sorry, horror movie. You guys just trying to respond to Eric. So another topic. What about? He says, "What about us two debating about a movie or anything?" We kind of share the same opinions on a lot of films.
Yeah.
I secretly like Jaws: The Revenge. I'm entertained by it. I didn't say it's a great movie or anything.
I don't know. I kind of find it entertaining at times, sometimes.
Right.
But at the same time, sometimes I kind of find it really boring.
Yeah. I find it kind of just interesting that they chose to do the things they did in that movie.
Yeah.
But also, I do find it kind of frustrating because
They just shouldn't have done that.
The things they chose to do with that movie.
Yeah.
Michael Kine is what a horror movie review guy says. Yeah, he says that he's never seen the movie, but he saw the house it bought.
Yeah. Do you think The Last Shark should have been Jaws 3?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I think that if they chose to do The Last Shark, or actually better yet, I think The Last Shark 2 should have been Jaws 3, a Jaws 3 ripoff.
Yeah. Like for me, like if they did get The Last Shark to be part 3, then The Last Shark part 2 or Great White 2 would just have to be Jaws 4.
Yeah, if they fit like Jaws 3 and The Last Shark, the first movie.
Yeah.
They kind of did that with Cruel Jaws, though. They had the aquarium and stuff, but they never had the shark
Yeah.
breaking in.
No.
That's kind of stunk.
Yeah, you said it had a really good setup.
Yeah, it had a good setup, but they couldn't stop using stock footage.
Yeah, you know that one part in the regatta, before they started it, in Cruel Jaws, they had like this shark on a podium. I think like the photographer got a picture of the fake shark in there.
I don't. It's been a couple of years.
Well, there's this one part after the mayor like leaves to go to the regatta. The cameraman kind of like zooms in on this shark, and I was like, why couldn't that be the mechanical shark? Sure, it looks fake, but at least they're not using stock footage and being lazy.
A horror movie review guy has a question. He says, fiction supernatural characters are better or real life possibilities are more entertaining? So he's asking which is better, I guess. So like fictional setups are plausible setups. I think fiction's. It's up to you if you want to go first.
Oh, you can go first.
Okay. I think fiction works better for me because it opens a whole new world of possibilities for stuff to happen. If it's not fiction, then they try to stick to the source. It's not really as entertaining, I should say, because then you can't do all these crazy things because unless you really don't follow the source material, because then it'd be kind of just like real life, not really exciting to the point of what fiction could be.
Yeah.
You know?
I was gonna say the same thing. I think fictional characters are just a bit better because you can add all these things about them and all that. You could just really just unleash your imagination for that. With like
Right.
real life characters, you just had to stick with what they have.
All the elements you can add to a character, and then you can, with a fictional character, you can change them too. Like the elements they had at first, they can progressively get different.
Yeah.
But with it can happen with plausible characters too, like real life characters, but they have to follow the guideline of what that person really thought and felt. But a lot of movies that say they're based on a true story or inspired by a true story aren't always 100% accurate. So I can't really say the real life is better because we never really had a full real life character-driven movie, you know?
Yeah.
Because there's always usually some alteration.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, there's a whole bunch of different elements. What about question for you? What do you prefer? Crocodile or snake movies?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Crocodile or snake movies?
Yeah, which do you prefer?
Probably crocodile.
Yeah. I kind of agree because snakes can only do like certain things, like they can constrict and swallow whole. They can occasionally slice with their tail for some reason. But crocodiles can do so much. They can crunch, they can spin, they can jump. I don't know.
Yeah. They're almost just like land sharks, kind of.
But they can also go in the water too. So
yeah.
But snakes can do that.
Water sharks.
Yeah. What about? I was going to say whales or squid because neither of them really have many movies. Most of them are just octopus.
Yeah.
But
do you think Tentacles should have got a sequel or a remake?
I think a remake would have been better because you really can't follow Tentacles because you can't. I don't think they could have topped that ending of Tentacles.
No, I didn't see the ending of Tentacles, but
it would have looked better with a remake. But if they did a sequel, it'd be kind of just like, okay, here's the same plot over again.
Yeah. But like, Tentacles in a way kind of feels like a shark movie, kind of to me, because it kind of has the same setting and all that, just with a different monster.
Yeah, there's some really cool scenes in Tentacles. I've seen it. It's really, if you have the attention span, you'll be able to watch it, and it doesn't get boring. But I didn't have the attention span, so it got really boring really quick.
Yeah, like I've seen some scenes of it, and so the scenes I saw were pretty good. Like it had this, it kind of reminded me of a shark movie, kind of like the part where the squid tears apart the boat.
Right. Horror movie review guy asks, "Have you seen Fire in the Sky?" Which is an alien movie. I have not seen it.
Nope.
So I don't have any thoughts.
Never seen it.
But on the topic of aliens, have you ever seen Alien?
Actually, no.
What?
I know Sigourney Weaver's in it.
What about Predator?
No.
Gotta start watching these movies. They're so great. I actually saw Alien and Predator when I was really little.
I think I've seen bits of Predator too, but
yeah. There's a whole those movies have lore all their own.
Yeah.
They have their own legends. They have their own fan theories and stuff. It's really cool. I suggest, if you ever get into the series, I suggest really looking deep into it because there's so many things about each movie and how they connect. Because there's an Alien versus Predator and stuff in movie, books, and video games.
Yeah, I heard there was do you think Alien 3 is the worst of them?
I think out of Aliens, the Alien franchise, and its Alien versus Predator franchise, I think the worst is probably, I don't know. It's hard to tell. I mean, there's some good things about all of them. Part 3 is definitely very depressing. That's the thing about it.
Yeah.
It's a very hard to watch movie because you'll just feel bummed. And Alien Resurrection is really just a popcorn movie like Godzilla 1998, which really sucked, I thought.
Like
But
it's just fun to watch, but it's not that great, really.
it's dumb.
Yeah.
But it's, in a way, it's kind of like, I think Alien 4 is the worst.
Yeah.
But I also think that Alien vs. Predator 1 and 2 are not the best movies ever.
Yeah.
But, yeah, there was a different Xenomorph in Part 3. But I actually saw 1 and 2 when I was really little, then Part 3 a little bit later. I grew up with the Alien franchise. Actually, I was going to see the first and second Alien vs. Predator in theaters, but I never did for various reasons, one or another. And so I hope that I'm waiting to see Alien 5. And I also saw Prometheus, which is okay. It's not.
I thought that was an Alien sequel or something.
It's sort of a prequel, but they're trying to tie it all into something into the next movie, I think.
Yeah. Did you notice, like, film franchises with the title Resurrection above, it just ends up being the worst? Like Alien Resurrection, Halloween Resurrection.
Yeah. Well, it's because it's a generic subtitle.
Yeah.
Horror movie review guy says Alien 5. No, they're coming out with Alien 5. Prometheus was kind of like a spin-off, not spin-off, a prequel sort of story. But Alien 5 is supposed to be called Alien Covenant or something. And it's going to have Sigourney Weaver come back, I think.
Yeah. I pretty much know her from Ghostbusters and Alien.
Right. Expand. I don't know much about Alien 5. All I know is that Michael Biehn from The Terminator and Aliens is possibly coming back too, I think, and that it's supposed to be Ridley Scott is supposed to have some involvement, I think. That's about all I know. So it looks good so far for that matter, those reasons alone.
Hey, have you heard of Bruno Mattei's Terminator 2?
The
Shocking
what's-
Dark.
yeah, Sharking Dark. I've heard of that.
Have you heard of, like, the unofficial Alien sequel, Alien 2 on Earth?
Where they're in the cave.
I
Yeah.
think so.
I've seen parts of that. That was a weird
Yeah.
idea.
Like, it's even, like, been called Alien 2.
Yeah, and there's no trailer for Alien 5 yet. It's still in development. Yes.
Do you think they should make a Jaws 5 if they were?
I think if they were to do anything, it'd be a horror movie review guys like Alien 2 on Earth. Yeah, it's an Italian film that's a ripoff of Alien. Kind of like Dawn of the Dead and Zombie, which Zombie is an unofficial sequel to Dawn of the Dead. As for Jaws 5, if they were to do anything, I would say do a reboot, not a remake. And I don't want them to do this. Never mind me saying that. I don't want them to do this. But if they were to ever do anything with Jaws, it'd have to be a reboot. They could never top the original story or the characters.
Or they could pull an H2O and ignore parts 3 and 4 and kind of just make their own kind of part 3.
Right, but Roy Scheider's dead.
They could have his, I don't know, relative.
Yeah, and Maureen Gary hasn't played in any Jaws or any movie for that matter ever since Jaws: The Revenge.
I think she's been the only actress to play in the Jaws franchise than anybody.
More than anybody, yeah.
Yeah,
She played
from the
in
first
3
two.
in the 4th. That was a
Yeah.
But if they were to reboot Jaws, I think it would have to be something new, like an idea that was new,
Yeah.
with like hints or homages to the first movie, but not to the point where like you're just doing that to fit that in. Like make it clever homages.
Yeah. I forget what I was gonna say.
I think I had a list of actors that I thought would be good for the main 3. I forgot who they were though.
Yeah. I kind of do wish The Last Shark was Jaws 3.
Yeah.
Because it feels, I think it feels more like a Jaws sequel than Jaws 3D and The Revenge do.
Yeah, just with a different shark
Yeah.
looking like him.
It's like they just combined the first 2 films to make number 3.
Yeah.
And, you know, the film was technically already made for them. They could have just got it and released it. So that way they didn't really have that much trouble.
Yeah, but as opposed to The Last Shark having a micro budget, Jaws 3 and 4 had like over millions of dollars in
Yeah.
those movies.
Wasn't
I
like
don't
The
think
Last
Last
Shark like low budget or just no budget?
It was low budget. It had something to it.
Yeah. Well, they obviously had to have some budget to build the mechanical shark.
It also have all the people and they're reacting to everything.
Yeah. But
I'd say it's probably along the same budget as like of the later Showa Godzilla films, sort of.
yeah.
Like around that kind of budget. They have stock footage and stuff, but they still have enough to have the costumes. Hooper should be played by Seth Rogen or Rogen. I don't know.
I don't know. He looks like it, but I don't think he could kind of stand in a serious film, kind of like Jaws.
They'd be like, "There's a shark, shark." Stop it! Don't do that.
Like
It's a 20. It's 20 footer. 20.
like I think Cruel Jaws literally was a zero budget film.
Yeah, definitely. There's nothing to that. Yeah, there's light humor with Hooper, but he's more like he's getting paranoid and annoyed with the situation
Yeah.
in the movie Jaws. I think for Seth to prove that he could be a Hooper, he'd have to play in a serious movie to show off his acting chops.
Yeah.
Kind of like Will Smith. He plays in a lot of comedies, but he also not saying he should play Hooper, but he plays in dramas too, and he does really well.
Like if they like let's say Universal did say The Last Shark was part 3, they would probably have to make it probably a bit longer.
Yeah, well, no, Jaws 3 and 4 are within an hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But
I'm
think
just saying they would probably want to make more or something.
Also, we wouldn't have the same director for the Great White movie if it was Jaws 3.
Probably.
He says, what about Joshua Jackson? I don't know. Chris Pratt playing Hooper, maybe. That could work. Nah.
I don't know who Joshua Jackson or Chris Pratt are at all.
Chris Pratt was in Jurassic World. He played the raptor trainer.
Oh, I did not see Jurassic World.
What about... I know you're kidding. I was trying to think of it and I don't. No, I'm talking to Boogeyman 2200. I know he was kidding. I'm trying to think of all these actors, and Chris Pratt was like, "Oh, well, he wear glasses in some movies." When I put him on glasses, he kind of looks like that, but I don't think it would work. He's too macho.
Yeah.
I've never seen Dawson's Creek. Sorry. Poor movie guy says Josh Jackson's from Dawson's Creek.
I've seen Dawson's Creek, of course. The only thing I don't want to see,
Mighty Ducks.
and I didn't really like it. Some people will say H2O is almost like Halloween, the Dawson's Creek edition.
Right. He was an urban legend. Who do you play an urban legend? I don't know. Like, what's his character? I won't remember the name. What about schoolmate? Well, there's a lot of schoolmates in Urban Legend. I don't remember. I remember there's three girls, I think, and a whole bunch of guys.
Hey, do you think Deep Blood had no budget, or do you think it had a very low budget?
I think it's like in the middle between Cruel Jaws and well, it's closer to Cruel Jaws, but it's in the middle between that and Great White.
Yeah.
The Last Shark. I've never seen Sky.
And movie Sky.
Do you know who would probably be a good Quint if they got him to look good enough?
What?
Possibly, this is sounding very generic, but either because of his performance in The Heart of the Sea, Chris Hemsworth, or Leonardo DiCaprio from The Revenant when he was like in that kind of character mode.
Might have been.
Yeah, he could be a pretty good Quint if they got him to look either one of them, if they got him to look like they did in those movies.
Yeah.
Or I mean, you want to find someone who could play Brody. I think someone who is well rehearsed and like awkward humor, because Brody was kind of out of his element in Jaws. So yeah, DiCaprio, like he was in The Revenant, where he is all gritty and not a very pleasant sight, I should say, because I think he could channel a Quint pretty decently. Probably not the best choice, but it'd be kind of a neat little decision. I don't know. I mean, you'd have to kind of find someone who's awkward mannered to play Brody. There's a lot of people like that in comedy, but they're good at comedy.
Yeah.
Maybe like what's that? Who's the guy? Kid? Nah, he's too young. Never mind. Well, I think we should probably end this soon.
All right.
Because I have to get some stuff done. It's already 8:43 where I am.
Yeah. About the same time here.
Yeah. So, is there anything else you want to say?
No.
All right. Well, everyone, check out Bro 1997's channel. I'll put a link to it in the description below. And definitely, big thanks to everyone who came in to check out this live stream. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, I appreciate everyone commenting and checking in. And as always, I am Brian Gatto, host of Horror Show Movie Reviews. Make sure to like my Facebook page in the description below and leave comments. And what do I say?
Subscribe.
There you go.